Hello, I welcome you all in this course on power plant engineering. Today in this lecture 14, we will discuss remaining coal burning methods. Topics to be covered. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to learn pulverized fuel burning system. In that, we will discuss one is unit system and another one is the central system with help of neat sketches. Pulverized fuel burning system will be classified into two. One is the unit system and another one is the central system. So what are the equipments for central and unit systems? See here, this is the raw coal. The coal received by the plant from the mine may vary widely in size. So it is necessary to make the coal of uniform size before passing to the pulverizer for efficient grinding. See here, the coal received from the mine is passed to the preliminary crusher. To here, it reduces the size is allowable limit is 30 mm. Then it is passing through the magnetic separator, which removes pyrite and tramp iron particles will be there, that will be removed in the magnetic separator. Then it is going for the coal dryer. Here the coal will be get dried with help of a hot exhaust gases or flue gases. Then it is going for the coal bunker. Here coal will be stored for some time. See here, there are two methods in general used to feed the pulverized fuel to the combustion chamber of the power plant. First is the unit system and second one is the central system. See here in the unit system there is a scales and pulverizers, and finally it is fed into the burners. So each burner, see here, each burner of a plant is fired by one or more number of pulverizers. Here there are three number of pulverizers, three number of burners will be there. Now here in the central system, see here scales, pulverizer, and it is a especially here central bin and feeder. From the feeder it is going to the burners. See in central system the fuel is pulverized in the central plant. Here this is the central plant. This is entirely it is a central plant, and then distributed to the each furnace the help of high pressure air current. Where it will be added? Here in the feeder the air will be added. Through the air the entire fuel pulverized fine powder form of coal will be supplied to the burner. This is entirely it is a furnace. So now we will discuss unit system or direct system. See here, this is the raw coal bunker where we have to place the coal. See here, hot air is passed to the coal in the feeder to dry the coal here. Then the coal is transferred to the pulverized mill where it is get pulverized into fine powder form. See here, there is a primary air is supplied to the mill by the fan. This is a fan and we are supplying some air we are supplying, that is the primary air. See here, the mixture of pulverized coal and the primary air then flows to the burner. See here, this is the way it flows to the burner where secondary air is added. Secondary air is added here for complete combustion of entire fuel. Then the unit system is so called for the fact that each burner or a burner group, not only one. Here I am showing one burner, but in the earlier slide I shown there are number of burners will be there. So it constitutes pulverized constitute a unit. It will be called. See, the secondary air is supplied to the burner before entering into the fuel into the combustion chamber. You can see here. See here, this is one important point. A plant feeding 1 ton of pulverized fuel per hour consumes approximately 10 to 15 kilowatt hour energy. It means if you are supplying 1 ton of pulverized fuel per hour, it consumes nearly 10 to 15 kilowatt hour energy. So these are some advantages and disadvantages. You can go through it. You can understand very easily. But we want to discuss some disadvantages here and advantages. But it is simple in layout and cheaper than the central system. The coal transportation system is very simple. It allows direct control of combustion from the pulverizer. See what are the disadvantages here. The mill operates at variable load as per the load on the power plant, which results in poor performance of the pulverizing mill. This is one of the disadvantages. It means more power consumption per ton of coal at part load. And next one is that the total capacity of all mills must be higher than that of for the central system with the load factors common in practice. And flexibility also less than the central system. These are some of the disadvantages also will be there. You can go through it. You can understand very easily. The next one is the central system or bin system. See here, the crushed coal from the raw coal bunker, this is the raw coal bunker, is fed by gravity to the dryer where hot air is passed through the coal to dry it. See, it's hot air is passed through the dryer. Here the coal will be get dried. See, the dryer may use some waste flue gases or some preheated air or maybe bladder steam as a drying agent. Then the dry coal is then transferred to the pulverized mill here. So the pulverized coal obtained is transferred to the pulverized coal bunker. See here, this is a pulverized coal bunker. From the mill, the coal will be transferred to the pulverized coal bunker or bin. Here, it can store the coal for a long time. Then how it will be transferred? Here, see, there is a transporting air is here. The pulverized coal obtained is it can be transferred here. See how it will be transferred with help of a exhaust fan. There will be air will be coming. So after pulverizing, the coal will be mixed with the air. This is the air transfer the entire coal to the cyclone separator. Here what will be happen? The air will be what type of air? The transporting air. Here we are transporting coal from the mill. This it transfers the coal to the cyclone separator, then it is placing on the conveyor. But here in the cyclone separator, the transportation air is separated from the coal. Again it will be returned and fed to the mill. But finally the fine powder from coal will be placed on the conveyor. Here from the conveyor it will be get transferred to the pulverized coal bunker. See here, this is the pulverized coal bunker. See here, the bin may contain around 12 to 24 hours supply of pulverized coal. See here, there is a primary air is mixed with the coal at the feeder. See, this is the feeder. Here, primary air we are supplying and mixing here. The mixer is supplied to the burner. In the burner, here we are supplying secondary air. It is the secondary air for complete combustion of entire fuel. See, the energy consumption of this system lies between 15 to 25 kilowatt hour per ton of coal pulverized. So, this is the working of the central system or bin system. There are a lot of advantages and at the same time some disadvantages will be there. What are the disadvantages we will see? It is a higher initial cost and occupies a large space due to bulky storage of bin. So here bin will be there. So we can store a lot amount of coal can be stored. But at the same time one disadvantage is it is a initial cost, higher initial cost, and it occupies a large space. That is one of the disadvantages. But another point here advantage is here we can store the coal for long time. Next one is the higher auxiliary power consumption. There is a different auxiliary units will be there. The power consumption is also very higher. So it is a complex coal transportation system. Dryers are essential. So dryers are very essential here to dry the coal before it is fed to the pulverized fine mill. Operation and maintenance costs are higher than the unit system. So universally unit system is adapted for large capacity power plants. That is one. So these are the resources. From these resources, I done this particular video. Or for making this video lecture. That's all for today. Thank you very much.